to work out that Russia's target is to destroy the cohesion of the European Union as of NATO. It's our center of gravity to be cohesive as regards the sanctions and also as regards the reassurance policy for the Baltic states and Poland.
Mr. Steinmeier says that the NATO manoeuvres and this policy of holding exercises and shows of strength could inflame tensions with Russia. I mean, what do you make of that?
Well, I don't see that. It was Germany who has held that there is no positioning of troops stronger than on the battalion level. And it's also Germany which is trying to balance between the interests of the Eastern European countries and the Southern European countries. So it must be of our interest that we have a double-track strategy. First of all, reassurance inside NATO, and second, that NATO is able to project stability in the environment of the European Union and NATO. And rhetoric like that of today isn't helpful in this context.
Is it about projecting stability, or is it about simply standing up to Russia?
No, it's not standing up to Russia. It's a kind of reassurance inside the European Union and NATO. And on the other side, it is a sign to Russia that NATO is cooperating very well. And therefore, the allegations of our foreign minister are not very helpful because it is supporting the Russian rhetoric and it's not supporting the preparation for the summit in Warsaw.
How do you, to use that phrase, de-escalate this? Because on Thursday, the NATO Secretary-General Jens Stoltenberg talked about a massive militarization on NATO borders, a zone of influence through military means. Russia sees it very differently and says that NATO is also building up its troops. I mean, how do we come back from this situation?
Yeah. Well, we have also to explain to our populations that Russia has undertaken a lot of exercises with 50,000, 80,000 troops with the projection of power over several thousand kilometers. So they are really very active. On the other side, just as we show that NATO is able to compete with this hybrid information warfare, we have also to reach out our hands. So we need a multifolded approach, and therefore NATO needs some stronger signals towards Russia that NATO is capable to cope with the actions of Russia, and on the other side, that NATO is willing to, I don't want to say to negotiate, but that we are willing to take up the negotiations about disarmament on the European soil. But this needs to be done from a position of strength, and the rhetoric of Steinmeier is weakening our position.
That was Roderick Kieset, a Member of Parliament and Foreign Affairs spokesman for the Christian Democrats. Now, unusually, some business news on a Saturday. A brand new stock exchange is on its way in the United States. American regulators this week finally gave the green light to the trading group IEX to launch a new public exchange after months of delays. IEX and its CEO Brad Katsuyama were the subject of a flattering book by Michael Lewis called Flash Boys: A Wall Street Revolt, essentially about attempts to stop market abuses by traders armed with huge, super-fast computers. Well, Alex Finkelstein is a venture capitalist. His firm Spark Capital has been backing IEX. So, why does the world need another stock exchange?
The main reason is the old system was essentially broken, and there were high-frequency traders partnering with the current stock exchanges to take advantage of the system. The high-frequency trader would pay a stock exchange like the New York Stock Exchange and NASDAQ to put servers in the stock exchange's data centers to see a trade right while it was happening, essentially pick off that trade and sell it back to the person that was trying to make the trade and make essentially a risk-free profit. And everyone was essentially putting more money than they should.
And that's all happening at lightning speed in a flash of an eye.
That would be quick, in thousands of a second.
Why does that